Hello and welcome to the second part of efficient scene view and camera control. Today I want to show you some more tips and tricks. If you didn't watch the first part yet, check it out. The link to this is in the video description. Okay, let's start. The first trick that I want to show you today is used to lock the scene view to any selected game object in the scene. Another reason why this trick is pretty nice is because it can be also used if the game is running. So if you have a fast moving game object in your scene and the game is running, you can just log on to this game object and you will follow the game object around automatically. And also, obviously, you can use it to find game objects in very large scenes. You can just use this by clicking on the hierarchy and then using this combination to zoom to the game object very fast. Okay, and to use this trick, just select any game object and press Shift plus F, and it will lock the scene view to the selected game object. And also, just to show you an example, I added a script to this game object that lets it move. And now if I start the game and go to scene view and press Shift plus F on the game object, as you can see, it will follow the game object around. Next, I just want to show you a quick shortcut that lets you toggle the 2D mode easier. Just press 2 and you can toggle the 2D mode very easy. Also, if you want to go out of the 2D mode, just press 2 a second time and you will be in the 3D view again. Next, I want to show you what the view rect part under the camera component actually changes, because I saw that many people don't know that. So let me enter these following settings here quickly so you can see it in action. And voila! So as you can see, the view rect changes where you see the camera render in the game. To show you how cool this trick actually is, I will add another camera and I will put these settings in here. And if we go to the game mode now, you can see that one camera is rendering to the right side of the window and one is rendering to the left side of the window. So you can also have two cameras rendering at the same time to the same window. This is, for example, great if you have some cinematic scenes with a phone call between two persons. Then you can have one person at the left side and one person at the right side. Of course, you can also change these settings here to change at which position the camera should be rendered and at which position on the screen, how much of the screen the camera should use. But I think for this video, this is enough, so we don't need to go into detail here. This is something that you can find out yourself if you are interested in this trick. Okay, nice. Now that we already have the second camera, let's also use this for the next trick. Go to your second camera's game object, not the main camera, but the other camera. And then go to your camera component. Go to clear flags and change it to depth only. If we now start the game and go to the game screen, we can see that the second camera's image was rendered as the background for the first camera's image. And that's actually pretty handy. For example, if you are doing a cutscene and you want some nice mountain background for your cutscene, you can just use some mountains that you already have in the background and you just put a second camera there and you can render these in the background from your main camera. Okay, and now for your understanding, I quickly want to explain why and how this works. The clear flags option indicates what to use to clear an old frame and draw the new captured frame on top of it. So there are four options for this. If you put the option on skybox, whenever you draw a new frame, the old frame will be cleared by the given skybox. If you put it on solid color, your old frame will be cleared with the given background color that you choose. And if you put it on depth only depth game objects will be cleared from the old frame itself. And of course, if you put it on down clear, it will clear nothing. So just for your understanding, I want to give one final example. So for example, if you have one scene with one camera in it and one game object that is in front of the camera, and you have the clear flags option on your camera on don't clear, and now you teleport that object from one position to another, you will see the object on both positions on your screen, because the object position where it was before was not cleared from the frame after the new frame was rendered. Or better said, the pixels and colors of the old position of your object from the old frame were not cleared, and that's why you still see them on the new frame. Okay, now after this a bit complicated trick, let's move on to a very simple but handy trick. So if you want your window to be full screen, any window, it doesn't matter, you can just press Shift Space to make the window full screen. For example, if you want to work with your scene view in full screen mode, just press Shift Space and the window will go full screen. Okay, and now for today's last trick, I want to show you my personal favorite, because often I create empty game objects or game objects in the scene, and every time I have some weird coordinates in the transform, so I need to reset the transform. And I mean, it's not much work, but it will add up if you do it 100 times in a project. And that's why I always go to Edit, Preferences, Scene View, and then I will tick Create Objects at Origin. And this way, the objects always spawn at the origin and I don't have some weird coordinates in it and don't need to reset the transform. Okay, and just to show you, if I create an object now, you can see it spawns at the origin. Okay, nice. That's it for today. I hope you liked this video and I hope you enjoyed. Welcome to the end of this video. Hit the subscribe button to stay updated. Also, if you need some high quality assets for your game or like our channel and want to support us, feel free to check out our assets at the Unity or Unreal Asset Store. You'll find the link to our store pages in the description. I hope you learned something new and see you next time.